All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's see what we got here. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Lake? What you mean lake, bruh? What makes this one an emergency broadcast? It's probably the feedback that they've been getting about Miku. Oh, it's alright, Rob. Morning, y'all. Morning. Mine's harder. It's almost 90% complete. That's what we're talking about. We like to hear that. Oh, snap. It looks like Nightbot is still active. Hold on. What's your go-to antics for Tartarus? The healing team. Once I'm on difficulty 7, I believe right now. The next difficulty, I'm going to use Mesa most likely because I can probably cheap out the 2 tower bosses if I end up getting them. Hold on, let me go remove Nightbot for a second. There you go. Got a little gift for me? Bro, that's fine, man. You don't need to give anything out, bro. What's up, y'all? Hopefully y'all can hear me. Like, sorry if I'm not that energetic today. I've been up for at least a good hour or so, or hour and a half, but, you know, it's kind of like chilling. Did you just say in the, what's it called, gyms? Well, thank you for sending gems, man. Give us the idols from P4D. Yeah, that'd be dope. Yeah, Sun Arcana is a huge part of this. It's 2 gifts from me. Hey, well, thank you, man. I got another gift for you guys soon, so look forward to that. We are still doing the P4, another P4R giveaway. We gave away the last one. Exciter did say he wants to do another one, so we'll be giving away another one. Not sure if it's going to be another collector's edition. I think I have to talk with him on that and see like what it was. So we'll check that out. What the flip? Bruh. Rob. You're not supposed to be giving a lot of stuff out, man, bro. Keep in mind. Thank you, man. What the flip is this? Rob, bro. Did Exciter give you your cash yet, bro? Did Exciter give you your cash yet, dog? Because you're not supposed to be using that stuff. You're supposed to be using that for yourself, bro. You're not, no, not yet. Well, don't tell Exciter I told you. Don't tell Excited I told you. I don't know if he is doing it. I'm pretty sure he is. If he doesn't, then I'll probably tell him to do it anyways. But for you taking care of his account, he does appreciate it a lot, and he is looking to try to pay you back for some stuff. That's why he's looking to do that for you. And did you just give me it? Oh my god. Thank you, Rob. Oh, Rob, you know you don't gotta do that stuff, bro. Thank you again, Rob. Hope you feel better. I'm gonna be just fine. I say try to give me at least 2 days or so, and I should be back to normal a little bit. But I'm more worried about my brother's girlfriend. She's kind of torn up about that right now. Is Fox's weapon worth? If you're prepping for future stuff, yeah. Fox's weapon is worth it. Gonna be able to afford the whale card? Oh nah. Would never drop that much on global right now, bruh. No. I get paid this upcoming, like, I think it's Saturday or something, so I gotta do my whale summons on Miku, which that's gonna be for TW, so. But same time, I might decide not to do as much. Depends, because we got a lot going on. I might still do it all the way though, because like I did tell myself I was going to be doing it anyways, so I'm probably gonna like full on just double down at this point. Is Summer Puppet A1 or R0 better? For DPS, it's always better to get their R0 first, but her A1 does change a lot for her. So like, it's one of those things where I do believe A1 is probably a little bit more better for her. So we'll see. Oh, snap. Thanks, Robbie. Thanks for the 5 gifted. W, man. I gotta update the giveaway list. I don't know if not giveaway list, the donator list. I don't know if I shouted out everybody last time. What is it called? In one of the videos. I think I put it at the end of the Miku video, but I need to put it in some more of the videos before I start swapping people out. But I did a thank you list about everyone who was recently donating. I'm gonna update that again, and I'm gonna like get that shown as well for you guys too. Thank you all for the best wishes. I'm not the one who's ultra torn up. Like I'm all right. I'm okay. It's my brother's girlfriend that's really torn up right now. She, to put it simple, we kind of rushed out the house with like no shoes on type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it was like it happened so quick that it was kind of saddening. It was really sad because I knew what was going on and there was nothing we could do at that point. So, but it was up there. It was a tough day yesterday. I had to go see my music teacher and them. We were having to get together. It was supposed to be a very happy moment, but yeah, that was not on the bucket list yesterday. Oh, don't worry, Hayden. You good, bruh? We're just happy that like we found her a good little burial spot. One of her neighbors loves flowers and she's planting lilies and stuff around the area since her name is Lily. And the most that we're trying to look up to is she loves boxes. And so since we buried her, she's on like her little coffin, and we're like, well, she loves being in the boxes, so you know and so we're all just trying to look a little happy about that. I have two questions. First, what in the emergency live stream? And two, you can still play it, Tartarus. Yes, Tartarus is a permanent game mode. It's not going anywhere. Pretty much, it is always inside of the game. You just have to go search for it. I can show you where to find it if you want to find it. And as for like, what's it called? The emergency thing here. Emergency, the reason why it's such an emergency is because they've been having a really bad time with the JP audience and stuff from what I've known. And apparently it has not been sitting well a lot. I've seen a lot of it. I've kind of tried to ignore it a little bit, thinking like, hey, it's not really that bad. Not many people are actually angry about it, but it has become a vocal majority now that is like very unhappy with things. And what is my BP at? My BP is low, Rob. It's only at 26. We're low. But if you want to do Tartarus at any time, you would pretty much just go here, press past events, and then click these. I still got these two to finish, and then I have my Tartarus to finish. So we're gonna try to get that all done. Don't forget your mail. Yeah, I'll get it. I'll get it after. I'm like, this morning. Oh, excuse me. What are they upset about? They're upset that pretty much, to put it in the simplistic way, Miku's events not only were just terrible, right? But a lot of stuff just didn't seem like it was really geared to be an anniversary. And the thing is, as much, yeah, the pay to win stuff too. The pay to win stuff is here to stay, no matter how people get mad about that. That's not, I'm gonna be honest with you, they're probably not gonna even acknowledge that. But what is it called? The main things is just like, it doesn't feel like an anniversary, you know? And I kind of get what they mean, because the feels that I get from this is what I felt from second anniversary. Second anniversary on TW was beyond lackluster. Like it didn't feel like it was something hyped. Pretty much we finished a lot of people, because they released the whole story immediately, a lot of people finished the whole palace within the first week. Keep in mind, Annie was like lasting for at least a month, and they gave us like one boss, and that was it. We had that same scratch off thing as well. There wasn't much of anything else, and it was just like, well, dang. It was just P5D units. No. Our Annie was Closer Radiance. This was before P5D came out. Remember, we're offset from you guys' anniversary. Closer Radiance came out, and it was just like, we didn't have anything. They slapped a pay to win spending event in front of us, a bunch of pay stuff, right? No real content. And for you guys, if you guys' anniversary was Anj, like how ours was, you would have had Anj, you would have P3 to look forward to, aka giving you all the Tartarus content. You would have had what's it called? You would have been able to at least have geez, I can't think. Story. You would have had story. You would have the event for story. And that is more like how it felt for an anniversary. That's how it felt for an anniversary. You had a ton of events. Like we had, I think, a few bosses too at that time. And it felt better because there was a lot more stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot more things to do in general. This one was quite literally, all right, so here's a short story, you know, and with this short story, it's like 2 seconds. Oh, there's a Guitar Hero thing, you know, the rhythm game that honestly, a lot of people are just going to play once to get their gems, right? And it's kind of crazy. What time is the live stream? It's like in 50 minutes. I can make you. Oh, Lordy. I lost my guest account after I formatted my PC. Is there a way to get it back? Kanali, I'm unsure on that one. I don't think there really is. Unless you just remember certain things. But I don't, you know. I don't think there is. Yeah, stream is in about like 50 minutes. I think I can't remember like if I said that or not, but it's like 50 to 45 minutes. JNC was better as the Annie, to be honest. Yeah, and that, okay, as I was saying a couple days ago too, I think that's what they have planned. They want to flip-flop between Persona characters and something different. And they're only able to do that now because Global's out, you know what I'm saying? They have a lot of, you know, they have a little bit of wiggle room now, you know? And so they're trying to do something different, but like I can't really excuse the way like things are going right now because it's kind of like a shot in the foot, you know? A lot of people were expecting something crazy. I feel like a lot of people would be fine with Miku, you know, if they actually made the update feel like an anniversary update. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't feel like that. It feels lackluster. It feels like, oh, here's this character. Give us money. You know? And it's like, it's one of those things that normally I don't get mad about certain games about that stuff, or at least I don't get ultra pressed about it. But this one kind of made me angry because I was like, I don't want to acknowledge it, but it did hurt. It hurt. I was trying not to acknowledge it, hoping that they would say something earlier, and it kind of just threw it out. Oh, jeez, I'm not feeling good. Ugh. Okay. But we gotta see. Hopefully they announce like what's happening. I feel like a good way to get people hyped is tell us a hint of the next character, because we are getting another special collaboration down the line. It was leaked. Now the question is the leak true? We'll see. But if that leak is true and that was released with a lot of other stuff, all the other leaks, it's gonna be pretty cool. But like, I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna do anything crazy. I hope they give us a little bit of a outlook into what's going on, what's happening. You know what I'm saying? And also, they're probably gonna talk about the future because we're close to 30th anniversary. Probably. Oh geez, dude, my stomach does not feel good this morning. I gotta go get some milk and stuff so I can eat me some breakfast later on today. Cause yeah, no, my stomach is not having that right now. Drop a log? Oh no, no, it's not one of those. Nah. It's like a queasy, what's it called, stomach ache. It's one of those. I'm not feeling good anyways. Like, it's one of those moments where I'm not really feeling all too good, but we just powering through it today. I'm gonna have to leave this area because I don't have enough what's called here. There's some time before stream. Yeah, but I gotta go wake up my brother to get the keys for the car. I keep forgetting. I think they ended up taking the keys into his room, which is fine. Just hand over the game to Black Wings. I think Black Wings would do pretty decent with it, to be honest. I don't really like that card. Any better ones? One more reset. I could probably do only one more reset, bro. Dang. That sucks. That sucks. I don't know if I want to do that, bro. I think I'll just hold on to him for now. Hot lady, you may be sad. My bad, homies. My bad. The AOA card was really helpful. Yeah, no, I think that was like the only one, but I didn't want to get that one this time around, you know? You played that BCM back in the day? Yeah, I did play that. I was hardcore going in on that game, actually. I believe my account was top 5, if not top 3. My guild was top 2 to top 1. Trying to get the sun card. Now, honestly, I was trying to get something that was just helpful in general. Star, sun, anything like that. Oh, how did I come up with my name? Well, various things. There was a game, and it's an old game. I highly doubt any of you guys know it. Called Lost Saga. It was pretty much this 3D platform fighter type deal, and they had different heroes, different villains, and stuff. There's a hero that used a dagger and a blade that he could ride on and throw out these blades. Right, literally named just Blade. I mained the Christ out that hero, and there was another hero named Lucifer, and he beat up people with like this lance, this staff and junk, had these flying wings so you could easily throw people off the cliff and everything. And I combined the two names together. Now, another part of that name also comes from Bleach. Now, I'm a heavy Naruto fan, but I used to be a Bleach fanboy to the day I died. So if any of you know Ukiura Schiffer, his last name is Cifer, but I don't pronounce my last name as Schiffer. I just pronounce it as Cipher from Lucifer, pretty much for that. And that's because I still play Lost Saga to this day. We found a couple, what is it called? We found a couple private servers. And so we play with a lot of the community that's still on the private servers. And so, like, that's kind of like the main part where my name comes from, you know? Of course, the emo is spotted. Oh, you already know. Like, come on now. He was clean. Ukiura is probably one of my favorite characters. And it's not even like, it's just more of the just straight up cold-hearted type deal. And he wasn't even a cold-hearted person. It's just like, he really couldn't understand a lot of memes for the most part, and he didn't see it as a need to understand, you know. And Ukiora, he's just pretty damn dope. I just like it. Back then, my favorite colors were green. It was like black green, so like that was also another reason that it kind of leaned into that. But now I'm kind of like a purple man. I love purple. Anything that's purple colored is like lovely to me, you know. Looking forward to Thousand Blood. What's it called? 1,000 Year Blood War. Yeah. The bee out of place just like threw me off. I was like, wait, what? I have Miku A1. Should I pull the signature weapon? I would advise you to, because the signature weapon is getting buffed. So I do advise everybody who doesn't have, the weapon to get it, because they're going to be buffing it a little bit here very soon. So it makes it a little bit better to go ahead and go for. Can't wait for the Hell Arc. Oh, did they buff it today? Is that what they were doing? I wasn't even paying attention that, like, if that was what they buffed today or not. Two days ago. Okay, so they did buff it. Ah, okay. Okay. What's the best Navi to play on auto mode? Most likely, if I'm being honest, it's probably stinking Anj. Anj is like, turn brain off, boom. Like, I can win. Also, dude, this run is so dog water. It is so bad. Like, I haven't had a run this bad in ages for at least my will amount. Like, Miku auto mode is pretty good. I haven't really tried her much on auto. I have to skip this whole room pretty much. This is 7. This isn't even the bad one. That's why I was like, brother, this should not be this tough. Like, if I can get a couple Dawn fragments from this, then I can probably make it up. But I don't want to go any lower than like 20. That's why you get Sun card. I already have the Sun card. My thing is, I'm not worried. Like, I'm pretty sure I still win this. Like, it's not going to be hard at all for that. I don't need to kill the rest of you guys. 7. All right, so what I am mad about is I'm probably not going to be able to max dupe out my character in here, because it's been giving us a little bit of a tough time. Is Miku's best in slot for Pinky? For Pinky, I think you can use Miku and Pinky together, but if I'm right, an Anj is still better for Pinky. I have to go double check though. I think like Pinky can be used as a character, if I'm right, for her, but it's just like not the best of the best, you know? Yeah, the twin golems dudes, you have to use Mesa or something else. Mesa was a way that we cheaped it out on TW. And like, we made sure to bring him, and it was because of the bleeds. Best buffers for Barry is probably going to be like Cord and S. Marion. If I'm thinking about that correct, it should be Cord and S. Marion. I know Cord's there no matter what. Yeah, no, Pinky is a two-turner, but there's certain two-turners that don't fully benefit. Like, just because they're two-turners, it won't mean like they're like crazy at it. Which if I remember right, worldwide, what's it called? They went over the options as well. And I was recently trying to like test out some of the characters so I can do videos for them. Because I want to do more gameplay videos, but like, you know, it takes me some time to do some things. I gotta usually get some stuff sorted and everything because I'm not a person who usually do them as much anymore as I used to. But yeah, I think like they're still okay. Like you can still use them, but it's just not the best to use for them. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me see if I can pull up the list for you guys. Here it is. Yeah, here it is. Pinky is she's a two-turner with some upside. So like you can use her. You can use her, but you know, it's not, you know, a little bit decent, you know. Miku doesn't change her gameplay so drastically that you would use her over Anj. You can use Pinky with her, but you wouldn't so drastically just be like, oh, I'm swapping. I want A5, oh lord. I feel like they'll eventually add more people to the Cognite Shards areas. It's just like right now, they're probably deciding on how much they really want to add to the Cognite Shards. And I don't blame them because that can be a very slippery slope at times, but kind of depends. Da, da, da. All right, they should add all of 2.0. Isn't the last one from 2.0 just Cord, if I'm right? Or am I tripping? Oh yeah, no matter what, Cord is almost guaranteed to coming back. Like she's pretty much the next in line, so. All right. Yeah, Cord is the best 2.0 character. She is insanely good. I'm kind of sad because we're finally going to be most likely replacing her in one of our teams. Because, what's it called? We have Summer Court coming. But I think Summer Court is going to be a DPSer. So it's like we're finally going to be removing Cord just to add another Cord, but for a different whole reason, which I'm kind of sad about that because I actually do like using my Cord in my main teams. Are you playing KRTW? No, I'm on global right now. I am on the global. Is Joker good after Mindscape? Joker is still really good. He's honestly, he can't really get taken out due to his main usage is for Curse Guild Boss. And for generic content, he's still pretty good for generic content. So like that character's still really good. Does anyone know why it's a emergency stream? It's because they've been getting a lot of backlash from Miku. A ton of backlash from Miku. And so they're trying to I guess somehow help defend themselves or some junk. I don't know, man. It's like it's kind of crazy. I'm hoping that they just don't stop doing collaborations because like when I say the feedback was so terrible, to an extent, it makes me scared to know if they're even gonna do hardcore collaborations like that again. Because it's kind of scary. It really is kind of scary this time. Was good, Mona. How do you access Tartarus? I can show you again. I can show you guys, but it's pretty much you have to go to what's it called? Oh, what the flip? I didn't even see him. Oh Jesus. You had to go to the past events, where you go to the events tab, and then at the bottom left there's past events. You click that and you're able to do that. Yeah, she's inside the P5 or P4D spinoff. Yes, she's in those. But the issue is it's not only just because the timing. I think a lot of people be fine with the timing if there was stuff to do. Because I think people was like, okay, the timing was terrible, but let's see what they actually offer. And then when she came into the game, there's no content. That's the problem. Like, where a lot of people are angry is there's no content now. Like, they were gonna give it a pass because people were already angry about the timing of it, but the content was terrible. It's anniversary. Y'all pretty much got your anniversary patch and your anniversary content at Anj because that was our anniversary time. But like, there was no content. Like, people was expecting, okay, if this is anniversary, we expect some content, and they gave us nothing, which kind of upsets me too. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, in your pool plan video, you didn't really talk much about Junpei and Koromaru's weapon, so I was wondering about their relevance. If I didn't talk about them two at all, it's probably because they were still new at the time. But Junpei and Koromaru's weapon, I know Koromaru's weapon is pretty much a must. As for Junpei's weapon, you can be flexible on. You don't need it. Koromaru's weapon is really hard to hit his caps. At first, I wasn't gonna get it, but like for SOS, Guild Boss, stuff like that, in general, just to hit his caps, it is incredibly difficult to do so. Because I was trying to do it beforehand. They were like, "Yeah, that's not gonna work out." It was not good. How kind of any event did they have for TW Year 1? The TW Year 1, you guys were supposed to get Anj. The problem is y'all got technically our anniversary patch early. Y'all had that early. Remember, anniversary was supposed to be, okay, we got Anj. We had the update for the character. We had like a Trial of Thorns. We had a boss for that issue. It was the free tickets, the free pulls, and that lasted for a hot minute, and then it led into Tartarus. So we had a ton of events lined up, and so it felt like an actual anniversary patch. It felt good. But here, what Global got was essentially our second anniversary, because our second anniversary was terrible. I'm gonna be honest, like me and the jocks, we stopped playing during that time. We did like our daily logins, did some of the events, and then we quit playing. It was just done. We were done with it. So second Annie was terrible. What second Annie was literally what you guys got now. It was terrible. Wait a minute. Is there any video about downloading the auto translate version? I believe there is one inside of the worldwide Discord. If you're able to get in there, they should have one. My videos are very outdated, and I don't think anyone else has updated them, so it's going to be a while. I could probably update it later if you guys want it, but I don't know. Purely because they could add. Yeah, no, I know a lot of people are kind of lighting, like they're kind of softening up to Miku. You know, they're starting to do that. As you can see from the emergency stream, it says year 2 updates. Do you think they're going to talk about some of the updates for year 2? Yeah, I think they are. Should I pull for Firecracker Rin? She seems extremely good. If you're looking for future stuff, and if you're looking for a very good AoE DPS right now, then sure. But if you can wait a little while, I'd rather wait for Luce Noct or Summer Puppet, because those are also insanely good AoE DPSs. Luce Noct, if you pull for him, they should have the same thing on Global, where you pull for him, you get Soy Pioneer for free. So I think that would be the better choice, just to wait for one of those type of banners. Wait for like Summer Puppet or Luce Noct. That might be better. Rin is definitely a bait though. Does Rin Lion Dance need her weapon? I believe no. I did a video comparing the weapons of the 5-star and the 4-star. She doesn't need the weapon that heavenly. She's still pretty good with the 4-star. I think they will speed up S Marion. Oh yeah, no, we already know that her achievements in the game. So yeah. Some of my JP friends feel like they got scammed because of Anj banner. I don't know why. Anj and Miku are on the same tier right now. They're literally, what is it called, interchangeable right now. On TW, Miku's ruling, but that's because on TW we have an extra function on her, and what is it called, Miku's absolutely cooking them. Like she's doing really good, but yeah, Miku's eating that, like hands down. Is it just character soy or weapons too? If you pull one of the weapons, you know, you get the other weapon too. Yes, Miku has a Mind Sync core, or at least she's going to get a Mind Sync core. But Miku has an extra function. It's not a Mind Sync core yet, so like on TW, she doesn't even have the full Mind Sync, but she has an extra function that's added to her core that's different from Mind Sync. Emergency live stream is because of how bad received the update, as well as Miku is, most likely. So, you know, they're going to, you know, try and do a little bit better. Yeah, once you guys get Miku's actual Mindscape, she's cooking Anj. Right now, her and Anj are neck and neck. Heck, even in TW, even though Miku's like way better in TW and way better than Anj, there's still some stuff that we use Anj for. So like, even then, it's not crazy. Just luckily on Global, they didn't give you guys the ultra buffed version, because then people would have been mad, because I'm not gonna lie, you're definitely using Miku over Anj. But seems lacking. Do you think I should still grab Futaba or go for Mont? Getting at least Futaba A0 is always worth it, depending on the content that you need to do, such as like Velvet Trials and stuff. That's still worth it. But if you don't need to do a lot of that stuff, I know the priority is still A0 Futaba, but I would rather get Mont in my position. If I'm on Global at that point, I'd just rather get Mont. Who's next best buffer? That is going to be S Marion. She should be coming out next update. How do I play CN? Is it worth it? CN is a little bit more difficult, because if I'm right, you need to get a CN ID. I have 2 CN IDs, but I haven't played my CN account in ages. As for TW and KR, I play my TW and KR accounts. My TW account is my main account, and that one's easy. You just look up the website, literally look up like Persona 5 The Phantom X TW, and immediately you can go download it from the website. All you have to do is log in with a Gmail or an email itself, and you're good. No extra steps, really. It's worth it, because we make a lot of jokes between Global and TW. It's because Global, y'all do get a lot of good stuff, but so do we. And then our banners aren't cucked, you know. Over there, we feel a lot better with doing 50-50s. Our 110s feel good to do at times. We're not getting constantly shafted at pity, you know. Over here, you guys don't have soft pity. And so a lot of folks kind of get cooked. And we somewhat troll you guys, but we don't fully do it, because we know at the end of the day, that's something y'all can't handle. Y'all can't control that. So we troll a little bit, but not too much. Yeah, A2 Miku is very worth it. But like A1 is like the one that you definitely want to get, if anything. But A0 is also not like that crazy. King Global get soft pity already. Removing it, that was a mistake. Global's never getting soft pity. They buffed you guys as 110 banner mainly to make y'all hush hush on the soft pity not existing. So they're just never going to do it. They're never going to do it. Pre-Annie event is really funny because my KR account was made like 2 weeks ago and it's level 70. Yeah, I believe like in 14 days you should be able to hit like S something. The thing is like in terms of crit damage, Winvast, like pure crit damage, Winvast is way better. But A2, A1 with S Marion is like insanely good. The reason being is because the character herself, she does so much. She can give you buffs. She's able to debuff the enemy. She's able to give you crazy crit damage buffs. She's able to make sure that you can use 2 items that will not take up your turn. So you can heal, you can get a buff from the item itself. You can do all these different type of functions that you wouldn't normally be able to do because it would consume turns. Well, she takes that consume turn thing and says, no, we don't consume turns. So like she's insanely good. She's really good. And it's kind of crazy how really good they made that character, but like she's a really good character. Why am I getting added everywhere right now? I'm getting added everywhere at the moment. Jesus. My pool plan is to skip Fuka to get loose. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm getting Luce. And for Fuka, I might skip her the first time, but I will be getting her on her rerun without a doubt. Without a doubt. Fuka is still amazingly good. And so like it makes me still want the character to a point that's insanely nice. So do you think they'll extend Miku's banner? I feel like that's asking for a little too much knowing them as devs, but we can hope. It'll be cool. Najak say EOS soon. Emergency official stream. Oh my god, that is hilarious. Oh no, it's gonna be the tower. It's gonna be the tower. Oh Jesus, I don't have enough dupes on my healers. I lost the 50-50. I lost the damn 50-50. I was hoping that it wouldn't be them this time, but oh no, I know I have the sun card. I just don't like fighting the towers. The towers annoy me. There's an easy way to get around them, but like it's still annoying. It's not something that you want to fight against, you know what I'm saying? Any update on Metro Desire? No, Metro Desire is done updating. There will no longer be Metro Desire updates. Unless what's it called? Unless they do something crazy, but you know. How's the broadcast? The broadcast isn't up yet. It's at 8, so we still have about like 12 minutes. How many characters will always will be always good? To be honest, if you're not going for SOS and stuff, a lot of characters can still be insanely useful in this game, and that's how this game really works, which is a nice deal. If you're not like hardcore playing for, you know, freaking SOS, Guild Boss, stuff like that, there will always be good characters. Just depends on what you want to do. How good are the Metro gems? I should probably play it. I mean, indie gems is crazy, so like I would advise you to get it, you know what I'm saying? kind of worrying because I don't really like my will being this low, especially versus these dudes. Dang, and there's no clock here. I was really hoping for a clock here because that means I gotta leave early. Let's see if I can find a big shadow. There's one here, but not a big boy shadow. I need one of them good shadows, but I don't think there's any. Oh yeah, there isn't any. Ooh yeah, you know what? We just gonna have to. We might just have to dip out because I refuse to. Oh yep, we gotta leave. We gotta go. In fact, risking this any further will actually make us lose this. So. All right. Because I had to do that. Okay, so yeah, this is like one of my worst runs so far. It's one of our worst runs right now. Yeah. Blade, we thinking a free Miku as a sorry? Listen, bro, if they gave out a free Miku, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like the TWKR community would go ballistic. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I think that's the last thing they want to do. They go in EOS, yep. Yeah, that is drama for a whole month, bro. Like, oh Lord, speak for yourself, bro. I need one more for it. Hey, listen, no, I'll enjoy it. I'd love it. That'd be great. But like, them mugs would genuinely riot. Katone skin for Makoto Yuki. I'll say this, classic gamer. If leaks are true, you might enjoy something better. You may enjoy something better. Give a selector. See, I wouldn't mind a selector, but like, I want them to like talk about some actual positive things going forward. I really want to see some stuff. Yeah, bro. And yes, Robin, that's pretty much the strongest team right now. If I have a global account, is there a point of getting the CN/TW one? Yes, because to an extent you're able to play the newer stuff, but that depends on your mindset. If you want to play the newer stuff early and get a feel of how the game's gonna be, then sure, starting one would be great. But if you just are like kind of casual on both, I would say nah, there's no point. Also, LC, I recently started back playing Metaphor. I was playing it in chat yesterday. I might play some more today. It kind of depends on mode. I have to get out 3 videos today for my sponsorship thing. So I got to do that first, and then we'll go from there. Ooh, my brother's making coffee. I smell it. Oh, brother. I might have to go make me some coffee later. I'm waiting, my dear. Listen, I'm sorry. It takes a while, man. Like those Mindscape things aren't easy to get a lot of. Like, I'm usually top 5 in ranking, so I usually get a lot more than most people. Fam, I have to max out like 2 to 3 more characters with those. It takes a lot. They don't give you enough to get every character done. So you have to hardcore pick and choose, in which I had to do Yukari not long ago. And then I'm also trying to finish up Mont because Mont is really good now. It takes a lot, bro. Like that mode, they make sure you don't get a lot of those Mindscape cores. You have to choose. Yeah, no, Starlight Joker was gone pretty quick. Make the coffee now before stream. No, that's all right. I'll make it after stream. I gotta get up and like, what's it called? Drink some coffee and stuff and do all that. No, at level 100, she's actually good. You don't have to have her crazy duped out. I think my Mont is only A1, or maybe she's still A0. She's still good. And that's because they recently made the win team insanely nice. Waiting for my A6R60 Yusuke to enter the meta pool, bro. Yusuke is so crazy. Is Queen a Fox level Mindscape core buff? Not to my knowledge. I've heard of people trying her, but like I don't think she's like insane to my knowledge. And I like my coffee sweet usually, so creamer, stuff like that. A little bit of sugar, not too much, you know. Also, how you doing? I'm doing okay. Did they add back Tartarus? No, they didn't add it back. It's always been here. Yeah, I'm not a coffee black type person. Like, it doesn't have to be ultra sweet. I just want to make sure I'm not, you know, tasting absolute bitterness, you know? Dun, dun, dun. Bum, bum, bum. I'm not liking this, bro. I'm not liking this at all. Stream soon. Yeah, stream's in 3 minutes. So what I'll do is we're going to go ahead and get off of this. And I'm going to pause our music real quick. And let me pull it up. I had it pulled up, but I guess I accidentally exited out of it, which is my dearest apologies there. But let's go ahead and bring it on over. Oh wait, no, I didn't exit out of it. I remember. Hold on. I'm being dumb. Give me 1 second. Pull this on up here. Move this on over here. There we go. All right, so let's do this. And let's close this side. Boom. So I need to make sure you guys can hear everything too. I would think. That's going to be a hard part because I need to see which one. I think it's this one. So hopefully that's there. And I'll change up noise and stuff soon. So give me a second. Who's your strongest goon knight? That's probably Rob, if we're being utterly real. Yeah, no, but see, I can't really compare A6R6 Makoto though. Like, I love Harv. I talk to Harv every now and again whenever I need help with something. And he's an amazing person, but like I can't compare like that. Not like that, because just throwing A6R6, I don't wail like that. I barely do my A6R6s like that. Yeah, it's definitely the backlash on Miku. Yeah, very vocal amount of people for JP and KR absolutely detest Miku. And I don't think it's because of as the character. I think it's due to one, the timing, and also due to the celebration itself. A lot of things don't feel hype. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, P5X is making a ton of money. So like I don't even think it's primarily like hardcore for KRTW and CN. I know they're kind of angry, but not crazy. The ones who's really like angry, whatever you want to call them. The ones who's really mad is like JP. JP and Global are angry. So I mean, it's kind of interesting to see how that's gonna be. But I hope they handle this correctly. I hope they handle it correctly. What search engine do I use? I use Arc. Also, Zenix, I see that, bruh. What the flip? You know what, bruh? Do what you need to do, dog. Is Ryuji A6 R6 even good? With Anj, yes, but it's nothing stellar. All right. Guys, do y'all need the stream up a little bit louder? Is it really safe to buy there? For everything I do, yes. It is very safe to buy there. I've used Loot Bar for years. I use it on P5X. I use it for, what's it called? 7DS. But as always, it's a top-up site. The top-up sites have a little, what's it called? Louder, please? Still? Okay. That better? Hold on. I got y'all.
まずはですね、先日6月26日に P5X は1周年を迎えることができました。皆様プレイいただいて本当にありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。で今回この1周年の締めくくりとなるバージョン 4.4 では初めてシリーズ外の
There we go. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to mess with my settings and stuff in OBS.
でこちらについてですね、1周年のタイミングでメインストーリーの追加。
Hey, listen, ain't no, I don't mind that though. I do the same thing with anime and stuff. I'd be like, I want to see some stuff.
まずこの1周年という記念のタイミングでこのすべての皆様のご意見、にご要望にお答えできず本当に申し訳ございません。
There's no sound that's capped because everyone else is saying their sound.
こちらについてのご説明をしようと思っております。それからもう一つユーザーさんからご意見をいただいていることに関して、初音ミクの性能についてもこちらでご説明できればと思っております。
今性能のお話も今日は聞けるということで今お話がありましたけども、ミクさんの性能、皆さんが言ってらっしゃるミクさん最初に比べるとちょっと弱く出てしまったんじゃないのっていうところの話も聞けるのかなと思っていて、性能の話で言えばこれ松永さんにお話聞いた方がいいのかなという気持ちもあるんですが、こちらお話聞いても大丈夫ですか？
はい。ちょっとまずご説明をさせていただければと思います。で、今
Yeah, let's not buff her. She doesn't need to be buffed. Let's be honest. Even from a what's called a standpoint, it shouldn't be buffed.
はい、お願いします。
で、まずなんですけども、もともとですとこのペルソナエクストリームの放送の前日
Why would y'all complain about a buff? It's not that I'm complaining. I just don't want the meta to be so absolutely busted where people will be absolutely angry. You know? Because the whole deal, a lot of people were already mad that what's it called? Anj is probably getting dethroned. You know what I'm saying?
発表が難航した経緯なんですけれども、今回やはりジュスカの時もあったんですけども、やはり中国
Will Fuka be better than Miku? No. Fuka is still going to be under Miku. But she is still going to be a very, very good Navi for different situations.
楽しいというふうに感じていただけるバランスというところをしっかりやっぱ取る必要があって、やっぱりこう正直すごく時間がかかるというのがございまして、結構その前日
Sorry for your loss, brother. Your brother's cat. I just recently lost my own. Yeah, I'm sorry for your loss too. It's a very interesting moment. They're going through the motions just like I am with it. His girlfriend's taking it way harder with a lot of things, but we're making sure she's good, trying to make sure she's happy. I believe they were sleeping with our other cat named Puck the entire time. He was looking around for his sister as well. So he was kind of, you could tell something was off.
調整中の環境でプレーをしたというところを含めて、ここが皆様に混乱を招いてしまった大きなところなのかなと思っております。
このお話の中で今上がっていた開発中の映像だっていうのはもうしっかり伝えていたということでいいんですかね。
はい。とはいえですね、アーカイブが残らないこのディスコードでの生配信というか。
Was streamed there, there won't be a recording left behind. We failed to make it completely clear. Ah, so JP on the JP side, they got shown something better, but it wasn't. Ah, I see. I see. Yes, he is a ReZero. That's part of his name. His name is very long. It's Min Puck Yoongi Baxter Holmes, I think. Something. It's a very long name. Because my brother's girlfriend likes to name the animals very long names. So we all like BTS. So she named him Min Yoongi, you know, Yoongi. And Puck from ReZero. Baxter was his name he came with when we adopted him, and he responds to it every now and again. So we kind of kept it there not to confuse him. Yeah. You go to the BTS concert? I didn't go. My brother's girlfriend went. I didn't have cash to go to it. And I know when I go to like a BTS concert, I want to come back with a lot of merch and stuff.
あともう一つ武器について、こちらについては以前ペルソナエクストリームでもご説明させていただいたタイミングのスキルの説明ですとか、その他のいくつかの告知のところでもちょっと出させていただいたんですけども、その中にその効果が累積。
So Miku is stronger in CN? Oh yeah, way stronger. But that was an obvious case. We knew that already. Like she has a whole additional thing that you guys don't have. She is way stronger in CN. But that's because the margin to make a character better in CN has to be drastically higher.
3ターン目まで本当に1段階、2段階、3段階というふうに上がるような設計になっていたんですが、そうするとちょっとやっぱり序盤の威力についてちょっとやっぱり弱いなというかのがあって、その3つの3段階上がるパラメータの最初からもう全部付与するような形にすでにこの文言自体をグローバルですでにスキルの説明として発表させていただいたタイミングとちょうど同時のタイミングだったので、ちょっと発表させてもらっていることにちょっと気づかずに開発の方でそこの方を合体させてしまったというのがございました。で、それによってリリース時にちょっと威力自体は設定していたものではあったんですけども、文言としては累積がなくなっている分やっぱり弱くなってしまったように見えていたという状況がございました。
She's a tad bit busted on TWKR and CN. Yeah, she is. Yeah, on global, she can't. They didn't make her Omega strong. You guys are gonna get the stronger version of Miku later. Because if they gave you guys the stronger version now, it pretty much would just make it too broken. You know. They make it too broken. JP players were mad, yeah, because they saw the leaked version of Miku and it wasn't that, and they were angry about it. Or early version of Miku, and they weren't happy about that they didn't get that as well. So, did she release with her Mindscape like twins? Actually, no. She released with something extra that's in the Mindscape, but it's not like an actual level 100 Mindscape deal. You know what I'm saying?
ですけども、より皆様にですね、楽しんでいただけるですね、ゲーム大会をチーム
Wait a minute.
お届けできればと思って。
Wait. There's no way.
お楽しみいただきたいと思っておりますので、少し未来のことをですね、お話しできればなというふうに思いまして、機会をいただいたという次第でございます。
Don't y'all end this stream right now.
1周年のこのいろんな思いとか熱量とかあって、それを受けて。
Don't y'all end this stream, y'all.
そのあたりはいかがでしょうか。
はい。ですので本当に今日持ってきている情報についてはまだ本当に鋭意制作中の途中のものになるんですけれども、ちょっとなので見せられるものはちょっと少ないんですけども、そこはしっかり、お伝えさせていただければというふうに思っております。で、あとそれ以外
Yeah, Miku's supposed to be even more broken.
としては、本当にその今すでに走っているもの、P3R とのコラボレーションですとか、あとそれこそやっぱ P5X 自体のメインストーリーの制作の方はもちろん今、鋭意進めております。で、一つ一つそれぞれブラッシュアップさせていただいて、いいものとして提供させていただくことを、並行して進めているので、その上でちょっと新しい情報を一つ今日は皆さんに
Hold on.
先のものを伝えていただく、これは酒井さん、なぜ
Share, yes, at least y'all gotta talk about the future a little bit. Come on now, hold on now.
1周年というこ
Hold
の
on now.
タイミングでキャラクターですとかこうシリーズのコラボレーションというところをこう用いていただいていた皆様に対して、この1周年のこの期間中にどうしてもこう新しい情報をお伝えしたかったというところが、
Yeah, like what about the content? Like, hold on, because that's what I want to hear.
期間中にお伝えさせていただきたいというのが一番の趣旨になります。
なんかもともとこう情報を出すからっていうので急に用意したものとかじゃないんですか、和田さん。
いやですね、
はい
このアップデートそのものですよね。
え
そうじゃなくてですね、ゲーム開発っていうのはどうしても1年ぐらい前から仕込んでやっているものですから、今絶賛開発中の情報を持たせていただいたという次第でございます。なので、この放送に合わせて緊急に
Oh no.
したものではなくて、今鋭意制作中なのでちょっと出せる素材もあまり少なくて申し訳ないんですけども、お持ちさせていただいたという次第でございます。はい。
ということはもともとその作ってはいたけども発表のタイミングは皆さんの熱量を受けてちょっといろいろ考えてみようかっていう回なわけですね。
はい、その通りでございます。はい。
じゃあいつものペルソナエクストリームとはちょっと違う内容になるっていうのはその通りですね。
その通りでございます。はい。
ただこうなってくるとまだ情報としてはあんまり整ってない部分もあるかもしれない。
そうですね。本当にちょっとラフな感じになってしまうかもしれないですけど、緊急ということでお出しさせていただければと。
I'm gonna be real with y'all.
何かは用意してくださったってことですね。
はい、用意させていただ
Y'all
きま
probably could have made this into just
す。
a.
こちらどうぞ。
Y'all could have just made this into a text, bro. Wait. Wait. Yeah, wait. They showed it. They showed it. They showed the leak. 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 Holy shit. I didn't think they would show it. I didn't think they would show it.
はい。
Yes, so the September leak was true. The September leak was true. Katone is coming. Okay. Oh, fucking K. There we go. That's what I wanted to hear. Jesus, thank you. Y'all did. Oh, I was getting worried, bro. I was getting worried. I was getting worried. I was getting worried. I was getting worried. I'm still like, okay, hold on. I'm still mad that there's no content without a way. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but I'm glad they said something at least, bro. Like, geez, at least give the people something to look forward to. That's what I'm happy about. At least they gave the people something to, like, to at least look forward to. I'm not really happy, but I'm glad the leaks are true. Still, it kind of makes me angry that, like, they're kind of overlooking the content deal. Like, don't get it twisted. I love the Kotone thing. That's cool. But my issue is, where's the content still?
じゃあこれ酒井さんお願いしても大丈夫ですか？
はい、今日ご紹介
The question is, where's the content still?
ペルソナ3が2009年に PSP 用の
But isn't that seeing though? No, this is the next worldwide release.
ポータブルが登場しました。で、携帯機で遊べるというだけではなくて、主人公の性別が選べる。
This is the next worldwide release. It's supposedly coming in September. My question is, this is one of those things that's like, yes, it's hype. It's really nice. But once again, they're kind of not acknowledging the content issue. That's like my issue. It's like the content issue is what we really want to hear. we want to hear something about like extra events. We want to know everything else, and but they're not telling us anything though.
ご用意できなくて本当に大変申し訳ないんですけども、シルエットという形でもったいぶってシルエットにしたかったわけじゃなくて、本当に線がちょっとまだ洗える線画をなんとかシルエットにした程度にしかできなかったので、こういった形でご提供になってしまって、
Like I'm still finna freaking give me a
これで貴重なんで本当、はい、ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
I'm still finna give me a pretty interesting video for this because it's like I still got stuff to rant about. I'm not happy about how they are not acknowledging the content drought or like the content issues. Like they kind of glanced over the Miku content issues a ton, and they just aren't missing. They're not mentioning it at all. But it's like they were like, "Hey, here's a cool reveal. That's nice." But where's the actual content? Is my issue. Yeah, Global had like the worst first anniversary ever. TWKRCN had one of the best ones, big time, but Global has no, like literally has nothing.
すぐはまだ時間はかかるかもというのは。
そうですね。はい。もう少しご時間をいただく。
I was expecting at least them to announce an event. You know what I'm saying?
いう次第でございます。はい。
Dragon Ball Legends 4th anniversary. The worst part is I actually understand that. What did KR get for Annie? We had Anj. So for us, we had like Anj, we had the story update, Trial of Thorns, the cards, the leveling event, a bunch of other check-in events, a ton of things such as I think it was some side events too, plus of course the synergy, and then we had to look forward to P3R. That was a lot of stuff. That was crazy for the first Annie. But on Global, since things went fast, the Global's first Annie was terrible. You know what I'm saying?
そうですね。今回P3P 女性主人公だけじゃなくて P3P にまつわるキャラクターも少しでもさせていただければなと思ってます。
As hype as I am with Katone, this still isn't like, you know, this still isn't, you know, talking about anything. So guys, I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna be making a video on this stuff, right? And it's gonna be a pretty negative video. I'm giving you guys a heads up. Alright? There'll be an ad in the middle because of course I gotta do my sponsorship stuff. I do apologize about that. But pretty much it's gonna be a negative video. I don't make many negative videos on this game because I feel like they're pretty dang good. But this isn't really answering some stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think I've only done about 3 negative videos on this game in the 2 years I've played this. You know? They also kind of teased Theodore. Oh, I didn't even see that part. I was too busy reading at the time. And it's like,
これは今聞く話じゃないかもしれないですけど、ぶっちゃけ P4R とのコラボって考えてたりはするんですか？はい。
そうですね。はい。やりたいなとは思っております。はい。
すみません急に聞いちゃって。
はい。なのでやりたいなと。
Oh, dude, I don't.
気持ちとしてはもう前向きには考えてることですね。
I don't like to be rude, bro. I really don't. I'm really not a person to like to do rude videos because then people get mad at me. They're like, "Oh, you swapped from being ultra positive to negative so quickly." But this one, I do believe we gotta be harsh on, bro.
キャラクターもそうですし、両方楽しんでいただけるように今後も開発進めていければと思っておりますので、引き続き
I do feel like they gotta answer to this. I'm not really too happy about that.
そうですね、オリジナルキャラクターたちの物語もありますし、もちろんオリジナルキャラクターたちの何かジョインがあるかもしれませんし、ちょっとそういったこともぜひ楽しんでいただければと思っており次第でございます。よろしくお願いいたします。はい。
じゃあこちらも前向きに、はい、もういろんなことがあると楽しませていただきます。
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
よろしくお願いします。
ということでですね、今回、緊急で
And they neglect, yeah, they literally neglected everything.
最後にお知らせがあるということで、
本日なんですが、緊急の放送ではあるんですけども、いつもの放送と同じくで、皆様に。
Oh no, the general consensus is not guilt tripping me at all. You gotta realize, first of all, I play, what's it called? I play TW as my main one. To an extent, this doesn't hardcore affect me. But the reason why I'm angry is because Global has always been going down this kind of shithole. And for the first anniversary, I love Miku to death, I really do. But I do have to admit when there is not content when there should be. I do have to admit when there isn't a lot of things that they should have for a first anniversary. I have to admit certain things, and this is the main issue, because the feeling I get from Global is how I got from TW's second anniversary. And we were very vocal on second anniversary for TW, because second anniversary was terrible. So I'm definitely going to be making a video on it. Yeah, sure, I'll recap certain things. There's not really much to recap, but they pretty much said, oh, here's a screenshot of Katone, and here's the 600 gems, slap that in your face. Katone should be coming out in September. If I remember correctly, it should be around September or November, because I remember the date got leaked as well. So yeah, like main issue wasn't addressed. Nothing happened. It's just like there's nothing. I'm kind of like, I just don't like how they're trying to cover it up though. That's the thing that pisses me off a little bit, because like that doesn't sit right with me. That doesn't really sit right with me. It's like y'all could have at least, addressed the events. Yeah, I get it. Y'all did certain things a year in advance, right? But I don't feel like it's that hard to either slap in like a Trial of Thorns, right? Do like a rerun of a Trial of Thorns event, a rerun of some type of boss event, what's it called? Just more events in general. Is this game still even alive? Oh no, the game's definitely still alive, but without a doubt, it's very saddening that like the devs are doing this. You know what I'm saying? Because there should have been, I feel like there should have been more. And the fact that they didn't really acknowledge it is what pisses me off. Everybody here knows, if you've watched me for a very long time, right? If you watch me for a very long time, I don't be negative on this game a lot. Like I literally can count on one hand the amount of times I've been negative on this game, which had to be at least a good 3 times, right? Had to be a good 3 times. So I'm not too happy about this. So before I end out the stream, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna record this video in front of you guys, right? I'm gonna record this video in front of you guys, and sometime in the video, I'm going to pause it because of course I gotta add in the sponsorship stuff. Then I'm going to continue, and I want you guys' responses. I want you guys' feelings on it. I need to see how everybody feels, because I want them to know that like this is not what we wanted. You know what I'm saying? We wanted some talk. We wanted them to acknowledge some things, and they're not doing that. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna start my little recording, stuff like that. And we're gonna get to talking about it because I really don't like it. I already have some of my bullet points in general, and I kind of don't. I just don't like how they ended up like doing it. Like, sure, the Katone thing, which let's find the period where they said that it was this here. This is cool, but it's just like, what about it? You know, what about it? I need to pull up lafell.net real quick, so because we got a lot of stuff to talk about here too that I'm probably gonna have, and we'll give it a little bit of a talk see. So let's just go ahead and talk about it. So all right, I don't even think I need to put on, you know, teacher voice blade because I usually do that in my videos by mistake, but that's usually when I'm actually teaching something, or usually when I like to get hyped and kind of explain some stuff. But no, we're not going to do that today. So let's see, or at least I'm not going to do it on purpose. Let's see what we got here. So 3, 2, 1. What's up, everyone? Blade here, and welcome back to another video of Persona 5 Phantom X. Besides today's video, guys, this one is kind of interesting. Now, I normally wouldn't do a video like this. I'm still on stream, in which you guys are probably going to be able to see them in like a quick second here. We're still on stream. We're still kind of going at it with everything. And we're having a little bit of an issue because here's the stream people here. But having a little bit of an issue because instead of them acknowledging the issue, instead of them like, you know, going over the problems, they kind of sugarcoated it and it was like, hey, yeah. So this was a year in advance plan, and here's P3. Here's P3R. Now, this is an angry thing. I don't really be negative in my videos that often, and I try to steer away from it because I do love this company a lot. I've stuck with them for a long time. They helped me get my channel to where it's be. You guys inside the chat, y'all helped my channel get to where it is, and to see them do this is kind of crazy. And where we're going to start back is how Global's treated already. Starting from just square one, Global is already treated very terribly. They are sped up. They have a lack of certain events that gets left out. And their banners are getting hit with no soft pity. Let's be honest. Let's address the elephant in the room. The whole deal with standard characters being in a 6-month jail, that everything like that is all conglomerated on Global. And there's already a lot of issues presenting that factor. So when we see this, which the whole reason why a lot of this happened was because Miku herself was not well received. Miku is a character that is insanely cool. She's awesome. She was a good thing to the game in general. Really strong Navi, but she wasn't well received due to the game itself. One, the timing was poor. I can agree with this. I love Miku all day. I've announced this very thoroughly on my videos, very thoroughly on my streams. Love the character. Love everything about her. But even I can say this was a half-baked anniversary. This felt like an ordinary patch that had some pretty decorations posted up, and that's about it. We had one boss battle that honestly was practically nothing. The events itself was absolutely ass. We just have a rhythm game, which majority of the community is going to play once and not play ever again. There was no story update, and I'll get to why I'm mentioning story right now. After that, there was no story update. There was just a lack of everything. And then on top of that, with the cherry on top, there was misinformation spread with, of course, the JP community that they chose not to acknowledge until the character came out and we saw the numbers ourselves. So there was a lot of issues that actually ended up happening here. So immediately starting off with just the first thing, as I said, Miku's event. Miku, the character, fantastic. Fucking awesome unit. But Miku's event, fucking terrible. Fucking terrible event. And what I mean by that is there's nothing to do. There's physically nothing to do. And I can pull it up right now. I'm still on my game. We can go look at it together. And I kind of feel bad because the amount of content that's in this game right now is absolutely saddening. We just got through with Tartarus. We got through with majority of our story stuff. Instead of them adding a piece of the story like it should have been at this time period, that's not the case. Instead of them going ahead and trying to prepare for Barry, we're going to have banners getting moved around, since we just recently saw in the achievements that Summer Marion is going to be in the achievements, meaning she most likely is our next character. So things are getting moved around once again, ambiguously, that we did not expect. We can check the events. This boss battle is prolonged, very prolonged. It feels like you're playing a just straight up tutorial. Ain't no reason to do it. Everyone feels like this. Some of the people inside of the stream chat feels like this. I could pull up stream chat right now again just to show you guys how they feel. And people aren't happy. This isn't something that is just one person that's acknowledging this. No, this is a whole community that has came together and that has made it very clear this is not what they wanted. This is not what they're looking for. And I kind of find that kind of a slap in the face that once we start the stream, instead of them addressing this, and people are saying it right here, you guys can see it right here. So in case devs see this, one, I do apologize that I'm coming off very rude. I do apologize that I'm not being as professional as I am, but people are finding this a slap in the face. It's not fair. It's selfish. We got money thrown at us. We got everything else that's happening, but nothing truly changed. And that is the problem. There wasn't great rewards, really. Like, we had a good start. They did something okay, and then they just dropped the ball. Anyone knows from second anniversary, I've played ever since the beginning of this game. Second anniversary was the same way. We had some small stuff, nothing good. And it was so bad to the point that I ended up quitting the game for at least a couple days to a week. This is in that same zone. You devs need to step it up. I'm just being honest. This is, I can get flamed for this. Some people are probably going to flame me on Reddit for being a little two-faced on this one as well. But I'm being utterly honest. I don't correct the company unless I need to correct the company when it needs to be said. This is unacceptable. Having a story mode for Miku that was like, hey, she's here, awesome, and then it ends right there. That shouldn't be a thing. That is not fair. That is terrible for the community. There is no reason such a thing that should be posed as the first anniversary for Global should be like that. There is no reasoning you could justify that. Y'all could have easily made something that the community could have accepted. People were already not happy about the timing of this character releasing, but they decided to turn the other cheek and be like, okay, what if the content is good? And the content was terrible. So there's a lot of problems with that. You guys can't just immediately come out with something like that. And your community is telling you to your face right here in chat that other games have better stories. They have better startups from this. They are doing great. This is not a good thing. You guys got to fix this. People feel scammed and it's not fair. And before we get into the next melting pot of things and the next issue, I'm going to go ahead and take a little pause for a second. All right. So I had to do my little pause for a second because I started getting a little heated, but let me make sure I'm getting everything up real quick because I want to immediately acknowledge the second part of this. That second part of this is going to pertain. Oh, Jesus. Second part of this is going to pertain stinking P3 over here. So I want to get this up. I want to get this up here. So let's go ahead and pull this up for a second. Hopefully I can make sure you guys see everything accordingly. Real quick, here it is. All right, starting back up. Now the second issue at hand, and a major problem with this is not only did you guys refuse to absolutely tell the community anything, right? There wasn't an acknowledgement of lack of content. There wasn't an acknowledgement of anything here or accountability. You guys mentioned that you apologized about her numbers being shown wrong for the JP side, but an apology like that is half-hearted. because you then went ahead and did something absolutely despicable, which is this. And what I mean by this, I mean, you kind of came up and immediately was like, hey, but we have Kotone coming, right? We have Kotone coming. Let's be honest. That's cool. That's awesome. This is great. This is a fantastic thing. I do love to know that we have a cool collaboration coming. But this was more of a, hey, you see that crack that's absolutely widening in front of us? Yeah, we're going to slap a piece of flex tape there. It's perfectly fine. It's great. You guys didn't see anything. It's great. That crack is still widening. That crack is still there. We're all happy to see Kotone. People here are happy to see Kotone. But what we're not happy about is the fact that you guys are trying to cover it up and be like, yeah, we know we're wrong, but hey, look at this. We don't want that. We don't want that. It's not cool. It's kind of just saddening to still see it. And as dope as this is to actually have her be a rep here, it's more of a, all right, we got to calm the masses down. This doesn't calm people down, by the way. This makes them angrier. Because when this was released, people weren't, they were hyped. I was hyped. I yelled. I don't even know if the devs actually look at my screen. I yelled at it. This was freaking great. It was an awesome play. But the problem is you guys still did not listen to things. I'm going to show the chat again. And I want their opinion on it. Because as cool as it is, we want content. We want content. We're looking for something that's changed. We want something that gives not only just us the feel of having some fun, but we want actual content that makes it fun to actually play the game. That's not what we're getting. We're getting another character that's probably going to slap us with $100 worth of packs. It's going to be a bunch of other stuff that's going to be awesome. And if you guys see this as well, and I'm going to mention it now, if you guys' leaks are true that's out there, this is coming out very early. So you're going to be hurting free-to-plays even more so. So I really do hope there's content with this one. Now, we still have the next update that we're going to have the summer events. We still have the next few updates that are going to bring back P3R as well as story. But I don't think this is a good way to keep your global community going. It's not a good deal when your global community, your JP community, all of them are getting together and they are not happy. You guys have to take that as a red flag and adjust accordingly. Take responsibility. Do what you need to do. As personally, my talk on it, you guys, I don't know what else I really want to talk about without getting absolutely ignorant and rude. 6-month jail, they can't stand. People don't like that. I get it. There's a law that's in the way, but there's an easy way of getting around that. Stop calling the characters that are part of the standard banners limiteds when they come out, because then you can get around it. But obviously you don't want to do that. There's a problem, and Global needs to fix it. It needs to fix it quickly. But that's all I'm going to say on the matter. You guys, we're going to go ahead and just end it out here. Say what you need to say. I'm ending out. Thank you guys for actually giving your opinion on this. I do hope a lot of people end up seeing this or something like that. This video gets spread around or something, because it's more of a money grab. This is a money grab moment. And I don't really like that. But we're going to go ahead and just close it out. Peace for the people who are seeing this on YouTube, and peace out. All right. So I really do hope that this video does well, because I am kind of pissed. I won't lie to you. I am kind of pissed. There's not enough content in the game. There's not enough stuff to do. Global for TW, for example, and I can put it this way. TW, I love TW all day because it's my main account. But even on TW, there's not a lot to do. There isn't. We do our dailies, especially once you get the skip tickets. You skip your dailies, get that all done, right? You do your events probably day 1, day 2. You do like your story within the week, and there's nothing. They tried to come out with multiplayer. That was a bust. Wasn't even crazy. It's just Guild Boss on steroids, and it's not fun. And you pretty much need, for the higher versions of it, a whale to carry you. So it's not even fun. And they're making it more of an issue. They slap a ton of like spinning events in front of our face, and they're like, hey, since it's more spinning events, this should be great for you guys. I'm hoping that they learn from this and that they actually like take the time out to acknowledge it. But this isn't a good way to go about it, because global is kind of getting slapped in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like, gotchas do it all the time, right? They do it all the time. But it's just not, this one here doesn't make sense for our first Annie, you know? If this was second anniversary, if this was like at a time that's like, you know, yeah, it is about money. I get that too, because I always look at it from a money standpoint too. It's like, but I feel like they could have did this at a better time itself that wasn't as bad, you know? And I mean that truly, because it's one of those deals that's like, fam, okay, cool. We have this here. We have this here. This is awesome. But it's the sheer goal that this is an anniversary. This is an Annie. It shouldn't feel like a ordinary patch, right? It shouldn't feel like there's absolutely nothing to do, right? It shouldn't feel like in order for me to get some fun out of this, I gotta go spin, you know, love my spending spree, and then after the honeymoon phase is over, I'm done, right? Once I get out the honeymoon phase of enjoying this, that's it. Shouldn't feel like that. This low-key should have been made a video. That's why I was just recording. In the middle of the video, you guys are probably going to see it. Skip past it if you don't want to see it. I'm like inclined to do a sponsorship. I have a sponsorship that I'm inclined to do, so it'll be in the middle of it. But I'm kind of mad. I'm mad because it's like, it shouldn't feel like a dead patch. On TW, it feels like a dead patch. But that's also because we're not even doing anything over there. TW always has dead patches over there. So over there, we're kind of used to it. We hate it, but we're kind of used to it. Over here, it is meant to be you guys' first anniversary. And it just wasn't crazy. Oh, you're still recording? No, I'm not recording right now. I'm like, we ended it now, but you know what I'm saying. It was when I was recording earlier. And their best thing to this was, hey, we got FMC. You know, that's the problem. That's my issue with it. It's just it's the way of them saying, oh, we got FMC. That's awesome, right? Oh, but we're not gonna acknowledge that, like, one, the numbers were wrong on JP. You guys' fault. Yeah, you said you took accountability for it, but there was nothing you did to make it up for the JP players, right? Oh, we're not gonna acknowledge that there's no content in the game. And this goes for JP and Global, SEA. We're not going to acknowledge that. Oh, we're not going to acknowledge that you guys, although you got some gems, we're not only going to make you do this one, but since we had to move the banners around, S Marion's coming up right then, which S Marion is like a must summon. So we're not going to talk about how we're moving around the banners again. Oh, we're not going to talk about how the banners themselves are still no soft pity. We're not going to talk about how absolutely it's bullshit to buy stuff over here, to do things over here. No, it's one of the deals that they have been consistently avoiding, you know, and that's the problem. And I overlook it. I overlook all the time. And I'm like, okay, there's always some upside to this. This time, I don't think there's an upside to it. Because it just feels like TW's second Annie all over again. I don't have a thrill to play the game. I'll do what I need to do. I do my guides when I have to do them. If there's something I can do, like in-game fighting in to do them, you know, I would do it. But like, you don't get that thrill because it seems like it's just bad, you know? Busted persona skills hidden by a paywall. I don't have a problem with the persona skills thing because the only people who are buying that anyways to begin with are the whales. So I don't ever have a problem with the busted persona skills. Now, what I have a problem with, which luckily they're stopping that on TW, well, on CN and KR, same as TW, was when they started making a pay-to-win persona. That's where I had a problem. Luckily, we made them redact that. And they're never doing that again. From what it sounds like, they're never doing that again. So that's what I would have a problem with. A skill itself can be replicated. You can use something else, which is like Rebellion, them that can still be decent. The pay-to-win persona, Raphael was so strong, it was disgusting. Right? That Raphael was honestly so strong that it made no sense. And it's still insanely strong that it makes no sense. So that is something that I don't ever want to see them do again with the actual personas. Yes, Raphael is the first pay-to-win persona, and it most likely is the last pay-to-win persona. To get that persona, I think it's $150. And to max it out, it's like in 300 range. I got the character. I mean, I got the persona because I was already spending on that update. I was already planning to spend on that update. But that doesn't suit the fact that it's still a pay-to-win persona. And that persona is God tier. Like that persona, when I say put Dionysus in a ditch, it put Dionysus in a ditch. Dionysus is gone. Like you use Dionysus in a different team. That's it. So like, if you got Raphael, you're not using that. You don't even have to put how busted Raphael is. You don't even have to put the pay to win skill on Raphael. The pay to win skill, infinite algorithm, you don't even have to put that on Raphael because its signature skill is better. You don't need to put anything on Raphael. There's no need for it. You can if you want, but you don't have to. That's the issue. And hold on, I can show this before we close out because I'm gonna get this video up and we're gonna talk, of course, have that talked about. But this persona makes no sense. It makes no sense. It really has no reason to be as busted as it is. And it is. It's actually disgusting. So here it is right here. You guys can see this immediately. And I'm gonna make it so it's on. Yeah, let's make it so it's on this here. 0, right? Overclock 0. Increases attack by 29% when the user is present. If all allies have activated any attribute harmony, it increases your critical damage by 25%. After using a persona skill on allies, it increases the main target's total damage amplification by 2.1% for 3 turns. Soul Catalyst increases one ally's attack by 25%. If allies have activated any attribute harmony, which will happen, of course, you have the main target's critical rate by 12% that lasts for 3 turns. Alongside of, it increases all allies' attack by 19.2% and critical damage by 12% that lasts for 4 turns of its highlight. Now, if you went and got that's already busted at base. If you got the 0.1 here, 29% attack,
Start of the battle permanently increases your attack by 20% immediately. Instead of the 2.1% total damage amp, it is now 4.2% for that entire time, right? And you can see the difference. And here's one of the pay to win skills. This is an extra turn skill. As you notice, recommended skills here are Cohesion, Terukaja, one pay to win skill, which isn't even infinite algorithm. You don't use infinite algo anymore. Not for him. It makes no sense to use infinite algo. There's no reason to use infinite algo on this persona because of how busted it is. Can't buy it with free gems, can't do anything. They said we made what is called the people on CNTW and KR. They were annoyed a lot to the point where we're never getting, or at least Raphael is not. There's not going to be any more paid personas. We're gonna get, I think it's Gabriel for free with all its dupes soon. We're getting Gabriel for free, but they still didn't mention if we're ever going to get Raphael for free. All they said is, oh, we apologize. We're not going to do this ever again, such and such, and that's it. P3R is not part of Annie. No, P3R, if I'm right, with FemC is going to be half Annie. Another half Annie, but it's like September. Like the paid skills, I'm okay with because I can substitute certain things out with paid skills, right? The paid skills, I'm all right with. Because, of course, the whales are going to get them anyways. The paid personas, I'm not. One, because, of course, you get extra for Wonder. It's not much extra, but you get a little bit extra for Wonder. And then two, of how busted they are. Because a paid persona not only comes with its own busted passive, but a very busted skill that you can't get from other things. We can't simply replace that skill. We can't simply hardcore replace this persona. You know, it's hard enough to do that. That's not something you can simply just do. So, yeah, Sonic Interference can be Rakunda or Marakunda. Majority of the skills can get replaced. A persona can't. So, I'm going to need them to stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because, I ain't going to lie to you, that's kind of terrible. Like, that's kind of terrible. That's kind of scumbaggy. If you're going to do a paid persona, bro, it better be cheap as hell, like $5. Something that anybody can do. Something that people can actually reach. If you want to charge for the duplicate, that dupe better not be in the triple digits. It can be higher, but not in the triple digits. Because it's kind of crazy that, well, keep in mind, to dupe out Raphael, just like Macabre, they have a different dupe token. Macabre, at least we're able to exchange. Raphael, we can't even exchange. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's not fair. That's not all right. Like, there's physically no way to, you know, get this character's duplicate unless you were paying. And we can always do that back and forth of, it's meant for the whales. It's meant for the whales. I don't whale on that game. I don't whale like heavy, but I do spend every now and again a decent chunk of money. And I can still sit there and say, I don't think this is fair. You know? I can still sit there and be like, yeah, I enjoy the persona myself. I still don't think this is fair. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I got to say on this topic. I'm going to get this video out. I got 2 more videos to record. After that, I'm probably going to be hanging out with my little brother in them. I really don't know. CJ, I need to hit you up, by the way, because I'm starting back NTE again because of the D&D thing. So I need tips on what to do and what to be focusing on. I'm still very early in, so I don't really know. But yeah, so. Oh, this is gonna be an interesting day. This is gonna be an interesting day, man, because I don't like feeling negative. Last time I was negative about this game, folks got really mad at me about that. They're like, bro, you're being two-faced and stuff. And I'm kind of mad about that. We'll see. Are you gonna do a 7DS stream? I'll have to check. I know I have to do one tomorrow no matter what, because I've been really busy. So we'll see. But is it possible to overclock Raphael? Not unless you're spending money. It is not. But all right. I'm logging off. I'm going to get some coffee. I'm kind of mad they did that. But you guys will see the video up soon. Talk to you guys later.